Yes, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
I think we should start, sir.
Yes, sir. Let's share the screen, sir.
Just a minute.
Disabled screen sharing.
Okay, sir. Start, sir. Start.
Hmm. Okay. Good evening, all. Today we learn about pattern management, manually adding pattern. Then we import pattern details from spreadsheet file. Then pattern attributes. Suppose we want to add a list like a blood group list. We can create it using attribute feature. We will learn it. Then report module, then serials module, and um, acquisition module. To create a individual pattern, first we have to create a pattern category. Pattern category means in the case of a college, students, faculty member, non-teaching staff, these are pattern categories, user category. And we will first we will create category, and then we will create individual user inside pattern module. Two methods we can follow. Either we can add the users manually one by one. Second method is, suppose we have in the case of a college or a university, beginning of academic year, a group of students join, maybe 100, 200, 500. If we collect the details in a spreadsheet, we can easily import it into Koha. First, we have to create pattern category that located in Koha administration. In Koha administration, here pattern category is visible. This is pattern category. To create a new category, click on the button new category. Then category code like research scholar. First we have to enter a code there. Second, the description of the category research scholar. Months, we have to give the duration of the subscription membership. Uh, Normal case 5 year for research scholar. Then we can enter 5 year into 12. 16 months. Okay, if you want to extend it, no problem. After that, it will remain us about this. Their subscription is going to expire. We can renew it later. Okay, we have to mention here the duration of the membership for postgraduates, PG students, 2 year the postgraduate period. So we can enter here 24 months. See here PG. Okay. Then password expiration, same like internet banking. If we put 60 days, after 60 days, the password will expire. User has to create the new password. For the security purpose, this feature is good. Then minimum age, and maximum age. If any fees we charge at the time of library admission, um, we can put the amount here. The one more thing, overdue notice required. Yes. We can, Koha can generate notice, and we need a third party email server to send the notice to the user email account. First, we have to enable here overdue notice required or not. Then lost items in staff interface, whether we have to whether this group of persons want to display lost items while searching the books. Then hold fees, reservation fees. Most of the libraries do not charge any fees for reservation, but earlier British library charge rupees 5. They charge rupees 5 for reserve a book. Category type, adult. This is a hard coded values. We cannot change it. That is adult. Category type adult. Can be guarantee. I'm not aware about it. It's a new feature. Then password length. How many minimum password length? Whether password reset in opaque. And the last one, uh, the messaging preference. In which context the message has to send. For here, item due. When an item become due, email will send. Here two options here. One is email, one is digest. Digest means suppose 3 books going to due, it will generate a note, a email message which contains 3 books details in a single email. Otherwise, it will generate 3 emails and send it to the user. Um, if frequent messages received from another email account, uh, the receiving end, it treated it as a spam, so it will not come, it arrive at inbox, it will go to spam. To avoid that, we can check digest only. Suppose we have more than one book's details, send to the user, we have to click on digest, it will arrange in a single email and send it. Then advance notice, 2 days in advance, the system will remind regarding the item due. We can select here how many days before we have to send the reminder. Then hold field. Hold means reservation. When someone reserve a book, when the book arrive, it will send a notice asking to collect the book. Then item check-in, when return the book, an acknowledgement will send it. When item checkout time, and acknowledgement will send it. Then hold reminder. Okay, it's a reminder regarding reservation of the book. See here, first is a code, description, months, enrollment period. See, 2 box is here, only need to fill it in 1 box. See here, until date, we can leave it. Don't fill 2 boxes together. It will not save. Okay. Very important thing is whether we need to send messages, we have to or the overdue notice required, yes. Then messaging preferences and save it. This way we can create pattern category. Pattern category represent group of pattern and their attributes. Individual pattern details we will enter later. This is a group which represent a similar user groups with similar characteristics. Okay. Next is how to add the details manually. See here, pattern module is here. We can go to the patterns module. If you click on new pattern button, we can see there the list of pattern categories. Suppose we want to create a new individual pattern or user, click on the category. Salutation, then the name. Either we can split the name, first name, surname, different field. Otherwise, we can put it in a single field. The letter in red color is mandatory. We can enter maximum details. Primary phone. This phone number is necessary. Suppose we want to send messages as SMS. Koha can send SMS messages. For example, very few SMS services in India support it. I think I will show here. See here, Unicell. They are a SMS gateway. We can subscribe SMS, bulk SMS from them, and we can connect these SMS service into Koha. This is a CPAN module page. CPAN means it's a page where we can find some modules of Perl packages. This is a driver package. The the use of driver package is that we can it act as a bridge between Koha and the SMS gateway. We have to subscribe the SMS gateway, then install this SMS Unicell module and username and password, and we have to register with Try. They have some restrictions on sending bulk SMS, not bulk SMS, commercial nature of SMS. We have to give them SMS template. We have to prepare message and send using that template only. And Koha can send SMS notices via SMS.
So this subscription is on paid basis, sir.
Pardon, sir?
This subscription is for paid basis.
For example, you can subscribe 25,000 SMSs. I am not, I don't know about their pricing. We can check here. A paid SMS, not free.
Right, sir.
And some government agencies also provide SMS service for government funded libraries. For example, in Kerala, there is a SMS service, ESMS. Uh, and in Kerala, the government libraries can subscribe it. And in the context of Koha, very few SMS service has driver, ESMS has driver, and this Unicell has driver. Then email ID. Email ID is necessary to send notices in email format. Okay. Then card number. Card number is mandatory. Here, library name, category, expiry date. It automatically calculate where we enter 24 months. Then opaque note, circulation note. Opaque note, it's a message give to the, if you want to give a message to the user, we can enter here message. For example, your umbrella forgot in the library, collect it next time. Otherwise, circulation note, it visible to library staff when a user uh, arrive for check out a book. When enter his details, the library staff can see a message. We have to give 10 rupees balance to this particular person. Such messages we can give. Then username and password. Then messaging preference, we already created the messaging preferences. Then save it. We can upload here a photo. Otherwise, you can fix a camera. In normal case, if you ask the user to send, send the photo, they will send you very old photo. To avoid this, we can fix a web camera and we can take the snap instantly. This way we can manually add a user details. Suppose we want to convert this user account to staff user account. This is a normal user. He has no special privileges. Suppose if we want to make this user a staff, or we can give them some access to some modules. If so, uh, there is a provision, more set permissions. Here list out various, list all modules. See here, staff access, this is mandatory one. We can restrict the modules. Pattern information. For example, a person working at a circulation counter, checkout and check-in items, place and modify hold, edit catalog, manage patrons, fine and fees. This way we can give staff access to the user, and we can prevent this staff access from access administrative modules. Suppose we want to create a super user, we can click here, access to all librarian functions. Next, we will see how to create some patron attribute. Patron attribute means see here, we can see here some hard-coded fields here, but no space for example, no space for add blood group. In such case, to help us, Koha introduced a feature called patron attribute. Using patron attribute, we can add some preloaded list into patron module. For example, blood group list. That's very convenient to collect blood group of students and other academic community. See here how to create a patron attribute for collecting blood group. First, we have to enable this feature. This is the feature extended patron attribute. We have to enable it. That is from Koha administration. And see here global system preferences. Global system preferences is some minute features we can enable or disable. See here, global system preference contains thousands of features available with the Koha. They categorized under each modules. For example, global system preferences come under cataloging module we can see here. Okay, anyway, just search here. Enter search. Search in global system preferences to find a particular attribute. I mean this one. Otherwise, very difficult to search from thousands of attributes. Make a search first. See here, this is not enabled yet. Select enable and save it. This feature now available. Circulation related pattern attributes, we can find it from find under Koha administration, system preferences, circulation. These are some minute system preferences. Okay, first we enabled extended pattern attribute. Next is we have to create a new authorized value which contain all blood group. Okay, authorized values. That's yesterday we have seen authorized values of collection code, fiction, non-fiction, autobiography. That's a preloaded list when we add item information. For example, shelving list. Same way, we will create a list for blood group that we can create from Koha administration. Authorized values, Koha administration, authorized values. See the list of authorized values. First, I will show you collection code authorized values to get familiar with the authorized value. See here, several authorized values. These are some preloaded list. See here, C code. C code for means collection code. See autobiography, biography, economics, English fiction. These are the collection code. The same way, we will create a new collection code for, a new group for authorized group for blood group. Click on new category. Enter the name blood. Save it. Next, we have to add the name of blood groups into this authorized value. Click on this button, add a new authorized value. Okay, first A positive. Description A positive. Okay, we are going to save it. The second one we are going to add here new authorized value for blood. B positive. Save it. Then AB positive. Save it. Okay, this is enough. Next is we have created a authorized value group for blood groups. Next, we are going to create a pattern attribute that is from authorized values, pattern attribute types. Okay, go to administration. Pattern attribute types. We are going to create a new pattern attribute type for blood group list. Click on the button, new pattern attribute type. Code blood. Description blood group. Then enable searchable, not mandatory. Displaying patrons brief information. It will display in the profile information of the patron. Then authorized value category. See here blood. That's we created little earlier. We attach the authorized value group into authorized value category. Okay, it belong to applicable to all pattern category. Then we can check display in a pack, enable in a pack. Okay. Okay, from administration, pattern attribute type, create a new pattern attribute type. First is a code, then second is a description, then tick mark, searchable, display in patterns, brief information, and select the blood group created from at authorized values. Then save it. Okay, this list will visible at the time of entering a pattern details. Search for the pattern. See here, pattern attribute for blood group available at pattern information. We can select a blood group and save it. The step-by-step instruction given at my blog, blood group list using pattern attribute type. Then next we will see how to import pattern details from a spreadsheet. For example, 100, 200 pattern details from we arrange in a spreadsheet. Same like in preparing Mark 21 files, files for Koha. Then we can import it into Koha. That's very convenient. At the time of admission, we can collect student details from the office and we can arrange it and import it into Koha. And before that, we have to familiar with Koha database structure. We have to learn about in which way this Koha arrange information in Koha database. To know about Koha database structure, there is a mechanism available. We can make a search in Google, Koha database schema. Make a search in Google. Database structure, they visible, make available to public. Koha database schema. Click on schema website. See here the versions. Each versions they have their own database schema, slightly changes between each versions. We are using 22.11. Click on this version. Then click on tables. See the tables inside. Then user details store in a particular table that is called borrowers. This is the table borrowers. See here fields inside the borrower table. One is borrower number, that's a unique number. Borrower, using borrower number, Koha identify each user. When we add a new pattern, Koha assigns a unique number to each pattern details, that is borrower number. See card number, surname, first name, middle name, title, these things, these are the fields. Okay, this way we can find find the structure of database inside Koha, and we can find that in which table the user details stored. See here the attribute median text, variable character, long median text, then also the description of each field. Okay, go to home page. The import pattern details, I think that arrange it in pattern module. We can find it at pattern module. Note here that is in tools. Tools. Tools, pattern and circulation. See the option import patterns. Import patterns. Open this feature, import patterns. Here we can find the detailed instruction of how to prepare the sheet and import it into Koha. Anyway, here we can see the field names of uh, entire field name inside the borrower table. We have to strictly follow this field name while entering the details. Okay, we are going to create a sample, a small spreadsheet to learn how to import details from details arranged in spreadsheet into Koha. Okay, we can first select few field names. For example, surname. Surname. Don't type it. Just double click, copy it, and save here. See, it's case sensitive. Don't type like this. It will not work. Okay. As such, we have to enter the column, I mean field name, then address. Then okay, surname, address, and one more, I mean some mandatory fields also here. For example, we can add a mobile number, email ID, these things we can add. Email. See here, they say some mandatory fields, that is required fields, branch code, copy it and add here. Then category code. Okay. Here we have to fill the details. For example, Raju Varghese, address, chemistry. And one more thing we need, that is card number. Card number is the unique ID to represent the user.
Sir, it is not necessary to take all the field from there, no? As per our requirement, we have to take the
As per
fields,
our requirement, we can. Otherwise, they have a provided template. We can download it, but it
except
contains too many things.
except that mandatory one.
Yes, yes. Okay. These are the few details. Then we have to enter here branch code and category code. Branch code we have to find it from Koha administration. See here the downloaded CSV file they provided. See, it's a big one. Anyway, you can remove the unwanted fields and use it. No problem. See, uh, we have to fill here branch code and category code. Category code means pattern category code. Branch code, find it from Koha administration. Libraries. This is the code VVME. You can find your library code by visiting Koha administration libraries. Just drag it, then category code, pattern categories, staff, NTS, non-teaching staff. That's a category code. Drag it. This way we have to arrange. This way we have to arrange the spreadsheet. Okay, whatever the field you want, you can add the column and fill it. Suppose you get the entire list of students, details of students from college office. You can bring it and arrange based on arrange as per the instructions available in tools Koha tools import patterns page. The column name should be same as mentioned in import patterns module. Okay, it's case sensitive. Give the name as such, then don't put any capital letter or space between these column names. Good method is right click and copy the column name into the spreadsheet. Okay, we can try to import it. Then after preparing the sheet, save it. Okay, window open and choose the file format CSV, text CSV. Okay, text CSV. Comma separated values. That name is comma separated values. Pattern 1. Okay, this is the list. I'm going to save it at desktop. Okay, home page. Save it. Okay, save it in CSV format. Other formats does not work. XLS or ODT, ODS format does not work. Only CSV format. And we can see how this CSV format looks like. Home pattern, open with using text editor. This is structure of CSV format, each value separated by comma. The same we can open using a spreadsheet application like MS Excel or LibreOffice spreadsheet. Okay, that's the difference. Each value separated by comma. Okay, we are going to upload it. We have created file and save it in CSV format. Choose file. We are going to upload it. Select it. Open. Then here is a condition. If matching record is already in borrower's table, what to do? Either we can ignore this one, otherwise we can override the existing one. Suppose already the person detail is there, what to do? Either we can ignore this, otherwise override. Why override means, suppose we have uh, imported pattern details, but later we have added few more details in the spreadsheet, we can overwrite it. Okay, click on import. Then one more option here. Uh, this is a new pattern details. It will send the welcome notice to the entire user details mentioned in the spreadsheet. Okay. First, we prepare the CSV file, arrange it, upload here, then click on import. See, it's success. 4 imported records. 4 records imported successfully. 0 not imported. If anything wrong, it will highlight something wrong with the preparing this spreadsheet. We have to rectify it and import it again. Try to import it again. Okay. Then now we can check whether this the imported things already imported things, whether it's available or not. First, that's the name of the pattern, Raju. See here, Raju Varghese, the pattern name highlighted. See, we entered into his account. Okay, this way we can import pattern details in bulk mode. Next is how to close, or how to suspend a patron account. Okay, suspend or cancel membership is, it does not mean delete the details of the patron. Here a delete button is there. It will permanently delete the patron details. That's not a good practice. For example, a student arrive at the campus for UG class, UG program. After UG program, he may join the PG program. He will renew the membership. So don't delete it permanently. For example, an alumni meet conduct in the future, we can contact them, their details in the Koha. So don't delete it permanently. We can give restrictions, temporarily disable the patron details. Okay, first we have to enter the detail of the uh, user in checkout. Otherwise, we can search the patron module. His details will come. And see here restrictions. Click on the restriction. And here is an option, add manual restriction. Press on it. We have to enter the reason why the membership patron detail going to restrict. We can enter the details like this: program over, NOC issued on 25th August 2023. This is that's the reason. Program over, NOC issued 25 August 2023. Here we can see another box. There is a calendar. The purpose of this calendar is that a person has temporary restriction on the library membership. For example, he suspended for 6 months from the college. We can restrict the membership for 6 months. For that purpose, calendar is there. For permanent restriction, mention the reason here and click on add a restriction. See here, the membership now restricted. The reason mentioned here. Okay, this way we can suspend the membership. Once again, click on restriction. If you want to later remove it, click on remove. Once again, click on restriction, add manual restriction, enter the details. Click on add restriction. Okay. Okay, we can go for a 5 minutes break. We have already exhausted using, frequent, we learned a lot of things in the first session. Break for 5 minutes. We return at 8:05 p.m. Okay, patron overdue NOC creation. Yeah, sure. Okay. Next step is prepare the notice template. Tools, notice and slip. You have to go there, find discharge certificate and customize it. Go to home page. Tools. Notices and slips. Here we can find all notices. Anyway, first we will search discharge. Okay. Then edit. Click on email or print. Choose the option print. See, that is blank. Okay, there's a notice template site maintained by Koha. Go to the site and find the sample template. See discharge. Copy the content and put here. Will tell the meaning. Okay, this one discharge. This is a very bare notice. You can customize it. Discharge certificate. Otherwise, we can change it to no objection certificate. Or library clearance certificate. Here's a variable, the library name, certificate that the following borrower, his name, surname, card number, returned all the books. And save it. Suppose if you want to add a value, for example, returned all documents, here branch code will be there, but you can add here want to give the branch name. Place the cursor there, click on branch name, insert. The branch name will come. We can add what various fields in database, and we can add here based on the borrower details. It will automatically generate the notice. But this is very bare one. Suppose we have some creativity, we can, if you know the HTML syntax, you can create beautiful beautiful notice. For example, notice with the border, with the logo we can create. Not notice, certificate with the logo and a border we can create. I'm going to save it. Then next step is okay, then open a pattern account, refresh the page. The item discharge arrived. Discharges. Click on discharges. generate discharge. The PDF file saved. See here, this is a bare notice without any decoration, but we can create a beautiful, template of the notice. Um, anyway, this is very ugly, and we learned that this way we can create discharge certificate or clearance certificate. Suppose we want to um, make it the next line. See here. It is the next line. We can put the syntax BR, break. Here, yeah, BR is the break. Save. Then click on again generate discharge. Open it. Oh, not arrived in the next line. Okay. Anyway, this is a very useful feature. It is a save the library staff time. Anyway, we have to create a formatted notice. I will try my best create a notice later. If we understand that this method we can create and generate discharge certificate.
Can't we generate this one in Word document and keep it with us? And then whenever we have to fill it up, we just replace it with the name of the borrower and the whatever the person's name is.
Pardon, madam.
So instead of Koha, can't we keep these no due certificate in the Word format? And in the Word format, we do have a option of mail merge. So whenever there is some discharge certificate happening, we can just print out in a bulk form. Because sometimes the whole lots of students are getting like leaving the college or whatever in one go.
Okay.
So in Word we can do it, right, rather than
Yes,
doing it
yes,
in
yes, yes,
Koha.
yes. Yeah. For that purpose, we can use another tools like I will show you one.
Okay.
For example, in our library, uh, we have remote access of e-resources. We use infant, and we get application to create infant account. After creating infant account, uh, we have their details in Excel sheet like this. We have already their data with us. We enter like this: first name, last name, email, username, password. Then we use the, I will show you the result. When we just this is an extension of Google Doc, one extension called Autocrat, that's we use. Okay, after enter the details, we have already data, we paste it there. Autocrat open.
Autocrat is automatically there, or we need to add the extension?
Automatic, once we create the template and everything, it will generate, it send the notice automatically. Like
So,
I
but
will
in
show you.
Autocrat extension is there.
Yeah, we have to add it into Google Drive. This extension is part of Google Drive.
Okay.
For example, see here, get add-ons. Search for Autocrat. this one. In this Google spreadsheet, you can install this add-on. That's part of Google Doc. Then we can make use it for sending notices. I will show you one example. See, it will using the details from Excel sheet. It will send the mail like this: dear, login details, then website address, his username and password, then other details. See, a notice like PDF file
Yeah,
also will generate.
this is what I was asking you. Yes. Yes.
See, in the AutoCAD, once we create the notice, it will generate the notice automatically. This is very time saving. I will show you how it created. First, we have to link the Excel file, and we have to point out its column name. See, then PDF, PDF format. Also attach. See, this is the mail template. Okay, this kind of mechanism is good, but I think this kind of feature is not available. But one solution is we can create a template, beautiful template for discharge certificate, and we can suppose we can print it and give with the seal and the sign. We can give the student. But this autocrat style thing is also good. We can send a digital certificate if they apply by online. We can send it by online. Okay. See the notice template, tools, notices and slips. Many notices here. So for example, a welcome message. This is a welcome notice. First we create a pattern. It will generate a welcome notice, send it to the user. Email notice. See. Then we can also mention here the URL of OPAC and ways to login. These things we can mention here. And see here all the fields inside borrower, the database of Koha. This is book related, and the borrower tables also we can see. We can add this variable fields. While creating notices, there it mention display the information regarding the borrower. Okay. Next is a report module. Report module is very, very flexible. See here, report module. Some guided report feature is available, and also we can create from SQL. Create from SQL is very flexible. If you click on create from SQL, we can create from scratch. And they have a big library of SQL query. For example, we want to create a report. We have to generate an SQL query to generate the report. SQL query means it's a language which communicate with the database, collect the details, and display for us. I will show you example. PHP myadmin. This is PHP myadmin. It's a GUI, graphical user interface for MariaDB and MySQL. This is the database. Here we can see the tables inside Koha _library. For example, borrowers. For example, book details store in 3 or 5 tables. For example, bibliographical details store in biblio table. See here, author title and other details in biblio table. You can also edit here. Then item information save in biblio items. Okay, about 3 or 4 tables dedicated to store book details. And we get an idea regarding how these tables structured in the database. Then finds and details store in account lines. See. Suppose some fines you have it occurred. You can change the fine from here by clicking on edit button. You can change the fine. For example, amount here 500, 50. You can change it to 10. Then save it. Okay. We can make use a tool called PHP myadmin to familiar with the database structure of Koha. We can manage it and edit the value there. Anyway, learn that a book details store in 3 or 4 tables. SQL query, we can make use SQL query. We can collect and combine details from 4 tables and get together and display the result. Okay. See, we can create a report from report module. From the report main page, you can click on create from SQL. Same like ChatGPT query, it's a language. We interact with the database. No need to learn or by heart these SQL query. Lot of ready-made SQL query available in a website that's called Koha Report Library, maintained by Koha community. For example, we need a report of book. See here, hundreds of books related SQL query is available. Just to go through it. See the list. Suppose we have a requirement to create a report. Just to go through the report list and find the report. For example, one report regarding suppose you want to generate a shelf list, complete shelf list. Click on it. See the details of the SQL query. This is the name of the report and who contributed the report, and this is the SQL query. And see here, this is the language start. Select means select, and select these fields name. Items dot price. Items is the table. Make a search here. Items. See, this is the table, and fetch information from this table. Items dot price. This is the structure of the table. Here we can see price. Okay. Click on browse. You can see the data inside. Price. Price is listed here. Price, items, replacement price, title, biblio, author, item call number. See here, biblio.author. They arrange fields from different tables. Biblio.title, items.item call number. Then left join. Left join means when we collect details from different tables, we have to join together based on a unique ID. Okay, then where we need a few more filtering mechanism. For example, based on the branch wise, we have to get the details. Where items, home, branches, order by, sort by, items dot item call number. Okay, so copy and paste here. Suppose you want to add a new field, you can do it. For example, you don't want price. Okay, you can remove it. Okay, as a comma between each field, you can remove it. Then save it. Complete shelf list. Report to group catalog. Then save report. Then run report. It's going to work. Select the branch, run the report. This is the result. Either you can view it, otherwise you can download it as a CSV file. Otherwise, you can save it as a ODS file, open document spreadsheet file. So don't worry about SQL query and report generation. There are report libraries available. Go to the website, Suppose you want a report regarding circulation, go to the circulation section of the report website, find a report, copy the SQL query and paste there, give the name, save it and run it. Anyway, just explore the report module after the class. Thousands of ready-made SQL queries there. We can make use it. Next, we can see how to manage periodicals or journals, magazines, and other periodical documents. See, the periodical module is there, but before jump into serials module, we have to create a biblio or catalog of the journal or periodical we are going to subscribe. Okay, click on cataloging. First, we have to create a catalog of the journal. Click on cataloging. Then create a new record. The same data entry sheet for book we can make use. Instead of ISBN, we can add ISSN number. Where it is. ISSN number not here. Anyway, leave it. No detailed cataloging is not necessary. Just give the enter the minimal details of the journal. For example, Harvard Business Review. Then publisher, Harvard Business Press. Zero 020. Okay, ISBN number not visible here. Anyway, we can enable ISBN number, enter the ISBN number details. Okay, just to give the minimum details of the journal and save it. Item type. Item type we can give continuing resources. Continuing resource means periodicals. Then save it. Leave it. We will not create item information like accession number or any other thing. We will leave it. Okay, first we create a biblio record, Harvard Business Review. One more thing we do, we just add a jacket of the journal. Okay, upload the journal. I'm in journal jacket to identify the user. Uh, Journal has a unique, most of the journal has unique cover design. Okay. Okay, we have created the bibli of the journal. We return to home page, then go to serials module. Okay, here we are going to start a subscription of the journal. I mean, not subscription. Actually, we um, start the subscription of a journal. New subscription. First, we have to one more thing. Suppose we have a standing vendor, we have to create a vendor. Suppose we subscribe through a vendor. Otherwise, we direct subscription, we can leave it. This vendor creation available at acquisition module. We have to go to the acquisition module and create the vendor. Suppose we have a direct subscription, we can leave it. Next is we have to find and add the record we have created, biblia we have created. Search for record. Click on search for record. A search box will come. Here search for Harvard Business. Item type continuing resource search. See the biblia of Harvard Business Review visible here. Click on choose. Here the biblia number of Harvard Business Review appeared and see the details. We cannot manually add it. Okay, once again, search for a record. Search for the, enter the keyword and search name of the journal, enter, choose it. Okay. Next is when receiving this serial.
But this record number is automatically taken, or we have
Record number assigned by the software.
by the software. Okay, it doesn't have any connection with the
no connection with the accession number.
Okay.
I will show you the example. For example, when we open a book detail, see this is the biblio number. See here 6452. Suppose we start a catalog record. I mean, we enter a new catalog record after the installation of Koha. That's the first record. The system will generate the biblia number 1. But the accession number will be 1000. The biblia number will be 1. Okay. This purpose of this biblia number is that to identify the record in Koha software. System identify this biblia number, I mean the record using this biblia number. Okay. When receiving this serial, what to do? Create an item record. Do not create an item record. Very few libraries follow a practice. When they receive an issue of a journal or magazine, they assign an accession number. The purpose is that they distribute it for home reading, the old issues of the journals or magazines. For that purpose, create an item record. When we receive a journal, they will ask for give accession number. But most of the libraries do not give journals for home reading.
Then if journals are not given for home reading, we don't need to create an accession number, right?
No need to create an accession number. Next is when there is an irregular issue, what to do? Skip issue number, keep issue number. Okay, keep issue number. Then call number 658.8. Management. 658 is management, yes. Library branch. Public note. The purpose of public note is that, for example, 2005 issues of HBR not available. Such information to the public or users we can mention in public note. Otherwise, bound volumes of HBR available at ground floor. Okay. Then non-public note, where we can mention here the payment details, the last subscription, other things we can mention here. Then patron notification. When a new serial issue arrive, it will notify the user. Same like routing process in libraries. And they know about a new version, new edition arrived. I mean, new issue arrived. When we select it, new pattern notification, new serial issue, the user can register it. Location, general stack. The next is grace period. See Harvard Business Review frequency we have to check. HBR is published 6 times a year, once in every 2 months. Earlier it was monthly. Okay. See, we have to mention here grace period. Grace period means 60 days, every 60 day, a new issue of Harvard Business Review will out. So we have to give the grace period 30. 30 means to calculate the frequency or arrival, Koha use this grace period. For example, this month, first week, Harvard Business Review arrived. We mentioned it on the software. After 30 days.
Sorry, sir. If there is an irregular issues, their frequency doesn't come, then what would be the grace period in that
If
case?
no, it's an irregular issue, we can check it and we can generate a report if any irregular issues there. Then I think some notices we can send to remind
No,
the
sir. In that case, grace period would be what? What?
Grace period means to calculate the issue arrival grace period using. For example, HBR frequency is 2 months, 60 days. We have to give
Right.
the half of the frequency as grace period. For imagine we have received the one latest issue August first week. It count from the receive. After 30 days, the status changed to waiting. Okay.
This is what I'm
Then
asking. In case of irregular, what would be the grace period? In this case, we know it is for 60 days. That's why we have put 30 days.
okay.
But if there is a
In
journal
such
who's
cases, grace period does not work. Anyway, most of the periodicals are not regular. I mean, we cannot expect on time.
yeah,
Anyway, give a grace period. Okay. Then we can manage irregular issue when it arrive not regular, uh, when we receive it and add it to the serial module.
Okay.
Okay, then after 30 days, the status change to waiting. Again, 30 days over, it not arrive. Uh, it, it says that the issue is, I mean, late. Okay, again 30 day, if not arrive, um, it go to another status. For example, we can check their manual. Every module we can find help is there. Click on it. The concerned pages, help, detailed guide we can read there. Grace period, the number of days before an issue is automatically moved from expected status to late. This one. Okay, here we have to enter half of the period as grace period. Then number of issues to display to staff. When we search a Harvard Business Review, in the first portion, how many issues details should display. For example, for 1 year, 1 year issues details should be there. In OPAC, the same. We will see it later. When we search Harvard Business Review, last 6 issues details should be on the front. Other previous work issues should be behind, will be behind. Okay, first is search and find the record. Second, other parameters, call number, library, messages. Then grace period is important. Half of the frequency we mentioned here as grace period, and how many issues details should be on the front. Then next. See here, when we start this process, when we receive the first issue of the journal, when we receive the first issue publication date, that is January 1st. Then frequency, what is the frequency? 1, 2 per year, 2. Like 1 per 2 months. Then subscription length, how many issues we receive in the current subscription period. 6 issues we will receive. We will get it. Then subscription start date, the same January 1st. Subscription end date, December 31st. Okay, December 30. Numbering pattern, volume number. Local means, I think the language, the content of the periodical. First issue publication date, frequency, subscription length, subscription start date, end date, numbering pattern, local. Then here we have to mention, suppose we have started the subscription this year, the first issue volume. I mean, we received the first issue, the volume number of the first issue. Then number, for example, 1. And we have to mention inner counter. Inner counter means after receiving how many issues, it goes to the next volume. Okay. In Harvard Business case, after receiving 6 issues, the volume number changed to 46. To calculate this, we have to give 6 inner counter to count the volume information. calculate the volume information, we have to mention here after how many issue received, this volume goes to the next cycle. Okay, then click on test prediction pattern.
What do you mean after how many issued received it goes to the next counter? Means what?
Pardon?
What is the inner counter actually, sir?
Inner counter means, for example, the current volume is 45.
Okay.
Its issue start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
After 6 issues they release.
Okay.
Okay. The seventh issue, it goes to the volume number 46. After
Okay,
release.
goes to volume. Okay, inner counter means probably serial volume number, series number,
Yes, yes.
basically series number, right? Okay.
Yeah. To calculate the next volume change, we use inner counter.
No, volume number, series number. So there is a volume number, then serial number 1, serial number 2, serial number
Actually,
3.
volume number 45, issue number 1. Okay.
Issue number 1, issue number 1, issue number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Issue number.
Yes. The first, for example, the subscription start this year, the current volume number 45, the
Okay.
first issue number 1. After receiving 6th issue, and we have to know about it, the frequency, the cycle, and we have to check it. How many, after receiving how many, released how many issues, they go to the next volume. But we cannot predict it directly. Anyway, we can change it anytime. Okay, click on test prediction pattern. It will show the volume and issue we receive in the current subscription period. One more thing, not published. For example, Harvard Business Review earlier, they have monthly frequency. Their August to September issue is a combined issue. Okay, they have a combined issue, August to September issue, and August issue will be not there. We can check it, not published in 5 or 7. Okay, sir. Okay, August issue will be not there. They have a combined issue, August September issue. It will receive it on September, so we can check it, not published. For that purpose, not published feature is here. Okay, then click on save subscription. The subscription we have created. Now we are going to receive the first issue. We are going to receive the first issue. Click on receive. This is the expected issue, volume 45, number 1, published on 1 January, then expected on 1 January, then change the status, expected to arrived. Then a note section is there. You can mention here some Harvard Business Review every month has a thematic version. For example, branding special issue. We can mention here. This information will be useful for the users who search OPAC. And otherwise, you can also mention here, suppose Harvard Business Review subscribers get their e-edition free. You can give the URL to the website where full text arrive. Okay, we can give any additional information or URL, we can give it in the notes section. Then one more option, multi-receiving. These periodicals are not regular. They arrive many issues together. We can mention here multi-receiving. for example, 3 issues together, arrived together. Click on OK. See here, 3 issues, sorry, 4 issues we have, sorry, 3 issues received, the 5th issue in expected status. This way it works. And check it in OPAC, how it works. Search for Harvard Business Review. See the details of the journal holding. See here, volume 1, 2, 3 arrived. And one more thing we can manage bound volumes of old bound volumes of journal. We can also manage. See here, to manage bound volumes, we have to create an additional item type. Koha administration. Go to item types. Create the item type for bound volume. BV, bound volume. Then image. Save it. Okay. Next is, suppose we have bound volumes, we can catalog it. Search catalog, search for Harvard Business Review. We want to add some bound volume. We can add it as a item type, item information. Click on edit. Click on edit item. Same like adding a copy of the book. See here. Enter the barcode BV100. We can mention serial enumeration chronology, volume 23 to 28. And save it. Change the item type, bound volume. Add it. Then next bound volume, duplicate. (29 to 30). Bound volume. Add it. And see it in OPAC, what the change made there. see here holdings. See the bound volume details. Volume information 23 to 28, 29 to 30. Subscription details and the status of each issue. This way we can manage periodical holdings and subscription details. Suppose we want to change, suppose some volumes are arrived very late. In such cases, we can change the information by clicking edit serials. See, we can save, suppose we have some changes in the date, we can make changes and save it. Okay.
Some serials have series number. Sir, in that case, where it is put, it's put in the number itself. Instead of issue number, they have series number.
The series
Serial
number.
number 1, series number. Right.
Okay, okay. Series number. Okay. You mean frequent? I mean series instead of volume and issue, they have only series. Is it?
They have series, and they do have volume number also. But with volume number, there's a series number.
See here, number, volume number, issue, volume number, seasonal.
Volume number, issue. But there are three things, no? Over there only.
Three things. Yeah.
Yeah, but there are just two: volume and issue. Volume and series number.
Name may be different, but concept is volume. See issue. You mean two things, volume and issue. Okay.
Right. Volume and issue.
Otherwise, only single thing, series number.
Or otherwise, single thing, series or volume or issue. That's it. Can we customize this numbering pattern somewhere?
Actually, this numbering pattern hard coded. I think we cannot add any new numbering pattern.
So then there is no option for that, because there are magazines which do have that kind of a thing.
Oh, I see. But yeah, two elements there. We can make use. We can choose volume number, but name we cannot change. Volume
You can't
number.
do it to issue, right? It will come as a number. Number is different. That is series. Series is different than number.
Okay.
Madam,
there's no way.
Madam, in a journal, no, volume means that even the year, madam. That
no,
means
journal I know, sir. There are magazines which we put it in. Even in magazines, we put it as journal only.
45
But magazines
volume
does
number
have
means this is
series.
the 45th year they are publishing. Then number means.
So that I know, sir. That I know. I'm saying there are magazines which do have series number. Magazines. I'm not talking about specifically series. And magazines also come under the category of serials only. Okay, fine. That's okay, sir. That was just a curiosity because I'm a learner. So, yeah.
Yeah. See, one participant given NOC this format. It's possible. Okay, and many things remaining to cover. But anyway, um, the interface, I think we are very familiar with the workflow in the library, but the library professional lack is the Linux basics, commands, how to open a system file, configuration file, how to move file and folder from one place to another. That's a difficult thing to crack. Uh, anyway, my suggestion is that just go through the Linux material I have given to you, is to go through it and practice and familiar with the command prompt and applying commands, familiar with and open a particular file, system file, how to make changes, save it, how to open it from terminal. These things, if we familiar with it, we can easily manage and technical things of Koha. And one more thing, I suggest one more book, Linux Bible. If you want to learn, I mean, deep into Linux, actually, this book is very good. Linux Bible, Christopher Negus, but he explained things in very simple manner. Actually, I made use this book to learn Linux. But you can download this book pirated copy or PDF file. Otherwise, you can download it from LibGen website. Christopher Negus. Yes. Okay, download the recent version, recent edition of the book. And I would like to give you one more thing. jQuery, Koha jQuery. jQuery is a tool. Actually, it's a small snippet of the code we can add to Koha to change the behavior of a particular thing. For example, in while searching OPAC books without jacket, we can see a blank plate there. That's ugly. We can add a query to hide this blank jacket. We can apply the jQuery. Hundreds of jQueries available for various purposes. And you can follow Bywater Solutions Koha Learning blog. They have regularly put content in their blog, very useful. We can learn new things, new features with Koha. Rafiq sir, can we conclude? If any further, doubts or anything to solve, please put the query in the WhatsApp group. I will answer. And if you find anything new with the Koha, just to share it there, and that's useful for everyone.
If we have something we want to ask you later on, also we can ask you, right, sir?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Thank you so much for the support.
Ask it in the group.
Yeah, in the group.
Yes, thank you very much, sir. And sir, kindly stop sharing the screen, sir. Sir, kindly stop sharing your screen, sir. Sir, kindly stop your sharing your screen, sir.
Screen sharing. Okay, how to?
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay.
I request all participants kindly open your camera. I request all participants kindly open your camera. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you all participants for this Koha Library Management System. I am concluding the sessions. Dear participants, it is with immense gratitude to the sense of the accomplishment that we conclude the one-week training program on Koha Library Management System, organized by the Bharat Digital Academy, Aligarh. Over the past 5 days, we have embarked on journey of learning, explorations, and empowerment. And as we come to the end of this enriching experience, I stand here to extend our heartfelt thanks to all those who made this program a resounding success. First and foremost, we extend our sincere appreciations to the dedicated team of trainers who have shared their expertise, knowledge, and insight throughout the week. Past 5 days, we have learned about the Koha Library Management System in depth. To our participants, your active engagement, enthusiasm, and curiosity have contributed to the vibrant atmosphere and prevailed throughout the week. The discussions, the questions, the exchange of ideas have enriched our learning experience manifold. We hope that the knowledge gained during this program will provide invaluable in your professional journey. I would like to inform you that we have trained, Bharat Digital Academy have trained over the 6,000 individuals in the last 1.5 years, and we are currently connected with the 50 resource person from various national and international universities, faculties. Additionally, we have successfully conducted 40 training programs and workshops. Our services have been continually enhanced based on the valuable feedback received from our participants. Finally, as we finish this part, let's look ahead to our next meeting. Soon we will gather again to explore an important subject that will be bring us new knowledge, creative ideas, and the refreshed sense of understanding. This is not the end of our journey. It is just a short break before we continue learning and growing. Until we meet again, let's keep our enthusiasm alive and await the next opportunity to connect. Now, I request our resource person, Dr. Vimal Kumar sir, to kindly share a few words about your experience with this training programs and contributions of Bharat Digital Academy toward the promotion of education. Yes, sir.
Actually, this Koha workshop, online workshop, I think anyway, I feel very good because I could meet participants from various parts of the country, And actually, my teaching was only limited with the South India, but through this online program, I could meet students from other states also. Anyway, these kinds of things are always changing, so a collaborative learning is very, very useful. Anyway, each workshop I could share new things I have learned. Anyway, we can keep in touch with the program. I extend my thanks to Rafiq sir and to arrange this workshop, and keep in touch uh, with the group through this WhatsApp group, and you can feel free to share your ideas and ask questions there. Then only we can learn it. Okay, all the best.
Thank you, sir. I am
Thank you,
requested
sir.
participants, जो लोग भी those want to say something and express their desires and their views regarding this, they can speak.
Sir, this workshop was really good one, sir. I'm from
Can you
Delhi,
open, ma'am,
basically.
can you open your camera, ma'am?
Sir, the net is unstable, because of which then the meeting I'll have to leave off. So that's why I'm not opening the camera. With
Okay.
audio, it's still manageable.
But ma'am,
Otherwise, it will go off. It'll just go off.
yes, you are very, very active. Okay.
Yeah.
Continue, ma'am.
So it has been
Continue.
for a few minutes. I'll try it out. If it doesn't go, it's okay. So
Okay.
it has been really learning experience for me as such, because I'm a very learner and inquisitive.
Ma'am, excuse me, ma'am. Can you give us a brief introduction? Actually, we are from and
Okay,
can
I'm
you give
basically
me
from Delhi. I'm basically from Delhi, and I'm working for underprivileged kids. Like, I have got my own home library where I'm catering to them. As such, I have worked in British Council, NDTV, Hewitt Backyard. Like, I have got loads of experience. Now I just want to give to the society the skill sets I have. So that's the reason why. And more or less, I'm very, very inquisitive and a learner kind of a person. So for me to be in a learning mode is something which I really like to be. So that's what that's what tinkers me. So that's why I was like asking so many questions to sir, because I'm like that only. So sorry for botheration, but you have
Oh,
been
no,
very nice.
welcome. Yeah.
You have been very nice person on that. Yeah, thank
Actually,
you.
asking questions, for example, especially this kind of technical things, very insightful, because we think about such things when asking these questions. Then only we
Yeah,
can
then you even
explore these
also
things.
think about
Yeah,
how that can work out and how we can make it
yeah,
out to work.
right.
Maybe later on something comes up then. Yeah,
Sure,
thank you
welcome.
so much, sir. Very nice this thing, learning process for me. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And another one want to say something regarding this workshop and the experience of the training. Otherwise, we will conclude you. Yes. Another one want to speak? Vishwas Beg.
Second day I missed the class, sir,
Yes.
unfortunately.
Ma'am,
Yes,
kindly
sir.
please give your introductions first, you know. Actually,
Okay.
or can you open your camera? Can you open
Okay,
your
sir,
camera?
I am Sankara Lakshmi, one of the librarian, Madras Medical Mission in Chennai. I missed the class, second day class, sir, unfortunately. I can't able to attend the class second day. Is it possible to video clipping? Video.
Yes, ma'am, I will provide you.
Thank you.
I will provide you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yes, another one. I think, sir, there is over.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening. Yes, Vishwaji. Yes, you can
Sir,
speak.
I'm Vishwabhat, working as a training associate, Zonal Institute of Education and Training, Bhubaneswar. It is under Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan. So, being the trainer, it is a very good platform for me to learn the Koha management system, library management system, and Bharat Academy has conducted such a training program which will be very, very helpful for the especially our library professional. and Bimal sir is really excellent. He is having a vast knowledge of about Koha, this Linux and SQL databases. So for organize such a program, uh, I thanks from my core of heart to the Bimal sir as well as the Bharat Academy, and I hope such program it will conduct beneficial and more program in near future. So thank you very much, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Actually, Mamta Bash, you want to say something, Mamta ma'am? Mamta ma'am? Actually,
Yes,
your
sir.
hand is raised. Actually, we noticed it, but we got
Yes,
it.
sir.
As a kindly open your camera, can you open
Yes,
your
sir.
camera?
Yes, sir.
Can you kindly give your introduction briefly?
Sir, I am Mamta Vash from Lucknow University. I am reference assistant in Tagore Library.
I actually want to say something and express your views regarding this workshop and this
सर
Bharat Digital
सर
Academy.
बहुत अच्छा मतलब प्रोग्राम था पूरा, लेकिन बीच में मैं अटेंड नहीं कर पाई थी, कुछ नेटवर्क इशू था, कुछ वर्कलोड था, तो इस वजह से मैं चाहती हूँ कि वीडियोस इसके अगर सेंड हो जाए तो बहुत अच्छा रहेगा.
Yes, I'll provide you a link of all videos. We are preparing actually 2 या 3 videos हमने prepare कर लिए हैं, 1-2 videos रह रहे हैं. I'll provide you link. ना you can go to Bharat Digital Academy YouTube, our YouTube channel Bharat Digital Academy. You find out the there है ना, you can find out all videos there ना, Bharat Digital Academy है ना. Whenever you Google it, the Bharat Digital Academy YouTube channel, you can find out. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
And anyone want to say something? Otherwise, we concluded. Anyone? Okay, we will send you the certificate by your registered email address by tomorrow or after tomorrow. If you have any questions, any query, you can contact me. You can write down your questions in WhatsApp group, or contact Vimal sir directly. There is no foundations. So I think sir, we should conclude it. We should conclude. Thank you very much. लास्ट में बस एक शेर में कहना चाहूंगा कि मैं अकेला ही चला था जानिबे मंजिल मगर, एक शेर के साथ बस मैं एक खत्म करना चाहूंगा कि मैं अकेला ही चला था जानिबे मंजिल मगर, लोग आते गए और कारवा बनता गया. तो थैंक यू वेरी मच. वी विल विश यू नेक्स्ट. अब हमारा नेक्स्ट प्रोग्राम है, अगर आप चाहें तो यू कैन join us AI presentations, AI tools for the impactful presentations. This program will be on 30 to 31st August. You can learn there a lot of things regarding AI. Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
See
sir.
you. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.